Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies for the wait.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you.
Oh? But how can you trust someone without even knowing who they are? Even if he wants you as an ally, his objectives are still unclear.
We cannot afford to overlook any abnormality.
What is the matter with you? Calm yourself. I have no reason to harm you. As house leader, I'm trying to prevent you from causing trouble for yourself and our classmates. It's your turn to reveal some long-held secret. I just wanted to know why. That's why I came here. You're telling the truth. You seem oddly overjoyed at the thought. I have things to do. Just know that this was my last warning.
Hello everyone. It's been a little while. I apologize for that, but things can get pretty busy around here in the law school life. I'm doing pretty well so far, not overly stressful in law school this semester. I hope you all have been doing well as well. I'm still having fun making these videos. I know it works a little better when they come out in somewhat more rapid succession, but I hope you still enjoy the journey as long as it is taking me. It does take time to edit the videos together, and obviously I also have to find the time to actually play the game, which, given how terrible the units are here in Season 4 of the Failureverse, it takes a little while to actually get through some missions.
Dance competition? Have you chosen a representative yet? Or, oh my, you haven't, have you?
Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique.
Wait, what?
Oh, really? You really think you can find a better dancer than me?
Why not me? Oh, whatever.
Welcome to the White Heron Cup! The competition will be judged by me! Will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage? Contestants, are you ready to dance? Begin!
My moves are hilarious.
Well, what did you all think?
Time! Yes, we have a winner! The Black Eagle House!
Me? Really?
I think that went pretty well. But that was all me, Hanneman.
Indeed.
Well, now that's done with, Raphael is officially the dancer, though Silith wasn't exactly sure what the qualifications were. But we have Grace on our side, which I believe is one of the things talked about in the DK rap, so that might have been the soundtrack for the dance competition, or at least what Raphael had going on in his head. We see a lot of our eventual A-team units are starting to get some actual skills going. It's the foundational challenge here to try and balance living through Chapter 13 and getting the squad ready for the second half of the game. Here we have Silith.
It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Yeah, that's why you and Manuela really have to start stepping up pretty quickly there, Hanneman, because Silith is not doing his part right now to get ready for the second half of the game. Anna, though, is. It's taken her a while to actually get a good level, but there was her day's work not finishing a unit off.
Got him!
Bernie getting to level 17 in this little grind fest.
I can improve too, you know.
Offensive stats, both of them. You know, maybe you'll get a Voltax, and the 4-point difference between your magic and strength will not be all that noticeable. Petra here has stronger offensive stats than Bernie in both categories. and gets a lot of pretty relevant defensive stats and speed. Speed, of course, being her specialty, and letting the minimum offensive stats carry the day. Dorothea gets to level 16, and you can see that
what I was after.
her pinpricks will be slightly more inconvenient. Caspar here, showing that against the most vulnerable units in the game, he can deal some damage.
Good, don't you think?
And a magic of 12 is not as bad as you might think it is if Caspar is solely being used as a can melter. Ferdinand is among the more powerful units of the squad, and he is just lording that over everyone, just like his noble status. And who gets MVP here? But Dorothea, because we deliberately tried to make that happen.
Lorenz, so this is where you are.
Hello, Cyril. Lured here by the exquisite aroma, were you?
No?
Excellent. Let us be away at once.
Alright.
And those are the conversations that take place outside of the Black Eagle house. So you can imagine how weird the stuff that gets said in it is.
Far more enemies than I expected. Oh?
And that is our pre-battle banter, everyone.
We need not actually kill him. Incidentally,
Well, maybe you
take
don't.
note of those drawbridges.
Okay, let's note them. Taking notes. Alright, I have extensive notes. Let's begin. The challenge here is, of course, that we are under siege from all sides, and none of our units can actually take a hit. We have Bernie that can survive non-magical damage, and we have Constance, who I think can take a hit from both, but her magic defense is not as good as you might think. Dorothea here is getting a little ambitious, but luckily she has Curved Shot equipped and can fly away after taking her little pinprick shot. A little stronger than I'd imagine, given who she was attacking. But, oh, Lidhart here is soaking up some fire. He is not as roided up as he was in the Crimson Flower run in Season 1, so he is much better defensively, oddly, in that role than he is offensively. He is allowed to carry a bow around, so he got a counter off, but didn't deal a whole ton of damage to one random enemy, and as you can see, we have, like, double digits coming in real close. But we also have this problem of flying units coming in from the side that, if we're not careful, could either just rout our entire army or end the mission instantaneously. So here we have Caspar making his 3 damage contribution. Thank you, Caspar. In these political times, we always have to take note of small dollar contributions like that. Dorothea gets in a gambit, which is honestly her biggest in-battle utility at this moment. She may have also consigned herself to death doing this. That's a problem for future me. Let's see if we can take care of that. Getting hit by magic isn't that bad. That's pretty bad, though. Yeah, I didn't think that unit could fly right there, so we have to do things a little bit differently. Let's see if we can get an assault troop down. Moving Bernie into the front should be okay. But she does get the kill on that magic unit. That'll keep her safe from that side. Now Dorothea should be able to land a reversal on these two.
Let's do our part. Let's use our heads.
Okay, we did not roll a 1 there, so Dorothea ends up there. Her escape routes are pretty bad, given that she swapped positions. We might be able to protect her from here, but I think slightly off screen we might have an archer somewhere. Let's have Lorenz punch a dude out, because he's actually participating just with his base stats that he came in to the house with after we won him in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. He is one of our stronger units, despite not being on the A team in either half of the game for this run. Ferdinand is actually pretty decent as someone that can wall things off, at least as long as he has full health. We also have Petra with this battalion equipped.
Appreciated.
Because she can blow away all the dirt and dust. She's a very useful tool to that team of maids. Edelgard is here, of course, trying to take all of the experience points that she can. She is tantalizingly close to class mastery, which will make her a much better opponent, which is obviously what we need in a challenge run like this. We have Manuela teaching Syleth what magic actually is, and magic is explosions in the forest. Linhardt is going to have to take a chance here and be a frontline warrior, or not, or just sit in front of Dorothea and hope for the best. So, you might see this taking 22 damage business and think, that looks bad, but it's actually better than what would happen to Dorothea. Syleth is here, just taking on fools in the forest that he just blew up. And in a literal firefight, he actually comes out on top.
The glory of progress.
And those defensive tactics, those are make or break. Linhardt is down, so it looks like that wade into battle, but actually just kind of sit there technique didn't go great. Dorothea gets a dodge, which is good. It looks like that archery wouldn't have actually one-shot her, but we do need one of those attacks to miss, it looks like. If Linhardt were still standing there, he would have had to survive another attack. If he can survive those 2 attacks, then the mounted unit can't get to him at all. We have to use another Divine Pulse here because our defensive positioning didn't end up working out. Let's see if we can get this to work with Linhardt in the back. That, of course, leaves Dorothea exposed. So this might not work out. She is pretty evasive. Okay, now that sword user is a lot more inaccurate. So now she has to dodge that bow shot or she's dead. But I think that's the only angle of attack that can get to her. That's a little worse than a coin flip for us, but we've relied on worse things in the past. Okay, on the right side it looks like we're pretty good, but looks like the RNG didn't quite work out because we rolled a different number of dice or something. Okay, Constance ends up fine in this exchange. Alright. Trying it again. Linhardt, what if you go over here and just sit there? Alright, I think this may have been...
No hesitation.
Well, it did change something. That crit roll is new. So I think we're just flipping the coin on the archer shot again?
I still have much to learn.
Yeah, we're learning about RNG and how many dice we're rolling, so counting is really what we're in the business of. Looks like we counted wrong. We're going to have to start counting our Divine Pulses. Constance also missed. Fun bit of trivia. Then we see some horses running. I hope you all were here for the dressage competition. Alright. Let's go back a little further. Ferdinand can get out in front of Dorothea, we determined. And so... what if we get rid of this guy? So Thoron does 20 to him. Thoron, unfortunately, is a really bad spell to have equipped on Ferdinand. Linhardt can deal 11 with the bow. We can still get in a pretty decent position for Petra's thing. I think that misses Ferdinand, but we're relying on him to dodge maybe anyway, which of course is belied by our use of Thoron. Manuela's going to blow up the forest again, because that is the tactic we need over here. We still have Edelgard available. She is a pretty good unit, which is really unfortunate, because we would strongly prefer to not be sinking experience into her. But we needed her as a crutch on this mission. As you can probably tell, Linhardt survives this, and I don't think anything else can get to him because that archer is going to beeline for Dorothea. Syleth sets off his bomb in the forest, as he has so many times before, and is going to do this just for funsies. Gotta get those defensive tactics. That is a given. on this turn. That is the excitement that you all are here to see for the 4th or the 5th time, or whatever it is. Thoron kills, so Ferdinand doesn't get hit twice. He'll still have to deal with the mounted unit coming over. Looks like Dorothea did win that coin flip. Oh, no. Oh, that's really bad. We would have preferred to win that coin flip. Dorothea could have tanked the arrow. Looks like we gotta try this again then. We were close. I would have thought Ferdinand's charm would have helped us there. We are running out of Divine Pulses pretty rapidly. That's what I worried about on this mission. So let's see if we can just change things a little bit. We know
Stay focused.
that some of this didn't work out. We know absolutely that Syleth has to do this.
We've got to try.
So Syleth correctly said that we do have to do this. This is a mandatory part of the plan. Ferdinand up here using fire. Okay. So we know Linhart can't be up front because he'd die. Alright, so what if we had Edelgard up here? She can just kill this guy, so he's out of the equation. And then I think her higher charm will mean that their bomb strategy won't work. This guy attacks Bernadetta, which is bold. Only dealing 1 damage per slice,
As
which
expected.
is more than a Little Caesar's pizza usually does. At least. When a pizza hits you, it's not that bad. If you eat the pizza, it might actually deal more damage to you. Dorothea, do you win this coin flip? Okay, you do. That's good. And this guy's going for a 35% bomb on Edelgard, which does not go off. Gets her to Archer Mastery. And thank you, Edelgard, for literally explaining what was happening. Does Constance hit? Oh, she does! So it was actually a profitable exchange. Good job, Constance. Now we have to make sure that we don't instantly lose over there. Oh, and by the way, Syleth is trying to solo like 5 dudes. Linhart, you still have a gambit. We're just flipping a lot of coins.
This might shake things up.
Over on the left side here. Well, that certainly shook things up in the sense that I am less confident. Kaspar is a certified archer over here. He took the archer certification. No, he didn't. That's literally a mechanic in the game, and he didn't do it. I didn't mean to lie to you all like that. We give everyone a bow, though, because the sewing club is the biggest thing at Garreg Mach. You gotta get into it. Alright, Syleth probably can't solo all this forever, so we're going to get Ferdinand over here to clean up this battleground, as it were.
I'll show you a plan.
Oh no, don't say that! Okay, I thought that would guarantee that we'd roll the 1 on that 1 in 20 chance. But now we're pretty safe over there with Ferdinand in the forest and at full health. Dorothea's going to come out and use her other reverse. So what? Alright, we got a delayed consequence from Ferdinand's plan. Pull back, run. Run as fast as you can. We are now in some trubs. Because without the defense boost from Petra, that archer can one-shot Dorothea. So, we're going to have to set off Edelgard's bomb. The 90 lands. That's good. Okay, so those are trapped in place. Archer, kind of a non-issue right now, but we can just get rid of it. Poison Strike would be pretty bad for Edelgard. So there we go. Now that mounted unit, I think, is not going to be a problem for Bernadetta. Petra can get out to the front lines here. She is a little fragile if she actually gets hit, but she is reasonably evasive and can hit back pretty hard. Let's put Syleth into a forest so we can continue moving up over on this side.
You fought well.
And with Kirsten's arrow, which we learned during the dance competition at some point,
Found something nice?
we can make some progress. Who are you talking to there, Ron? Oh, these guys.
Thieves! Do not allow them to escape.
How do you know they're thieves? Do you recognize them? Can you see them from where you are, behind those giant walls? So, Lorenz illustrating the criminal justice system here in the Gloucester region. And Edelgard just getting stuff done, soaking up all that experience that we needed for other people. Silas getting angry in that forest that he blew up and doesn't get the kill from the crit, but Manuela gets a level out of it. Oh my.
Best today.
This is our future. You love to see it. At least we got one stat. It didn't even have to give us that. Be grateful for what you can get in life. Dorothea. You're going to get a kill in melee, girl. Slay.
All roses have thorns.
Alright, now where do you go? Let's have you over here. We need some mobility, and if you stay on the left, I fear you might die. So Caspar's going to do a little bit of healing. He's our utility unit, which is what everyone thinks of when they think of Caspar. Linhardt gets a kill with his bow here, and that takes him up to level 17. And oh my, getting everything but strength. I like the thought process, Linhardt. I like the idea of it, but there are still some problems in execution. We're using a Volganone here to try and deal as much damage as possible. Syleth pretty vulnerable out there on his own, so this is a real gamble. We do have enough units over on this side to clear out all of this stuff. So, assuming that Syleth can get enough dodges, enough distractions, we should be able to make this work. And then Manuela will heal him at the beginning of the turn if he's in that much trouble. I don't think we're going to be so bold to invite another flyer out with just Edelgard, since if it's in melee, the mini bow doesn't get the bonus. Bernadetta can invite it out, and then Edelgard will be able to use a bow to finish it. But we are getting pretty dangerous on the left again. Okay, I think we're going to have to accept that one of those thieves is just going to get away. Alright, with one miss from the enemy, that means that's a profitable exchange for Bernie. She didn't take too much damage. It's actually pretty good for her to take a little bit of damage like that, so I'll take it. Okay, we have another instant death threat on the left, so I think we left a contingent back there that can fend things off. Ferdinand gets to double, but not kill this, so that's annoying.
On the move. Do not let them through.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder of the mission objectives there, Lorenz.
Thanks.
Petra is not in a position to get offensive, so she's just going to steal some experience. I think we have to back off here. We're going to have Dorothea take care of this sliver of HP. That is actually a pretty good animation for the mounted archer there. And that gets her to level 17. Absolutely dreadful. The worst thing that I could have imagined other than the only charm level that Manuela just got. So we are seeing the depths of what is possible. We're going to do some healing in the thicket there with Syleth, and he is just going to use the strategy known as Thoughts and Prayers, which we know is very successful. Bernadetta is going to finish things off over here, which gives Edelgard an opportunity to hop into this forest and try to draw some fire. We don't want to use her this much, but I think we need the crutch in this situation. Well, you have 22 strength, Edelgard. On this team, you're the strongest person in, like, the tri-state area.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Oh, he took 9. He wants to deal it back. Math.
It's all instinct now.
Yeah, you know, logical reasoning can get pretty ingrained in your thought processes if you do it well enough and often enough. Edelgard actually didn't land one of those 2 and 3 shots, but she did manage to dodge the 8%. I'm very proud of her for that. Okay, Silith still using thoughts and prayers, and it's actually going pretty well. He got a crit out of it. Okay, we were literally one square away from just losing. But it didn't happen. It's like the rule that if you have one hit point, you're fine. And we know all about that on this channel. And Silent, he has one thought and one prayer. Those are both of his hit points. And we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Be mindful of what? Come on. Edelgard continuing her assault in the forest. And that gets Hanneman to level 16.
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
Actually it would have. Maybe not the charming part. So, we all feel bad about how we were in high school and who we were in high school. Linhart punches out this guy guarding the drawbridges, which, check your notes, are right there. Caspar, you've got a steel bow and a dream. And you didn't live up to the dream, but we can't all the time. So let's have Dorothea steal the kill from you.
Many skills, you know.
Your skill isn't usually killing important units, so I encourage you to develop that more. Lorenz is still here, guarding the keep. And as a frontline brawler, that is obviously what you do. This guy's holding a devil sword. Lorenz doesn't just magically have Poison Strike, if you were wondering. But Bernadetta is going to strike him down and get to level 18.
Did I get stronger?
And you didn't, but you did get more defense, which is shockingly relevant to you. You can put that devil sword away. We're not playing Soul Calibur right now, so we don't need stuff that looks like that per se. Oh, we missed an 84. That kind of sucks. Let's see. Petra can lay down a Sagittae, so that'll make him a lot more vulnerable to die on a counterattack. Or at least soften him up for Constance. Hitting him with an axe is real unreliable, but unreliable things happen sometimes. Good job, Constance. Alright, Silent is going to continue both thinking and praying. Okay, that's good. Using his wily charm to get out of that jam. Constance is obviously going to nail the... Well, okay, 69% chance meant that there was guaranteed comedy, and I personally find 0 damage crits to be pretty funny. There we get Edelgard doing the gymnastics. So we missed the Summer Olympics, so we have to get this talent out somehow. Silith still successful in his defense of that one individual square. Edelgard continuing to perform her routine. And Silith getting another critical hit, but not killing this flying unit with his bow. Despite that. And he is also going to show off his gymnastics routine, and now he is completely surrounded and basically by himself. So he has to continue
as expected.
Hoping, thinking, praying. Live, laugh, love. Now, alright. Caspar deal 8 damage. I think that's probably a function of the battalion we slapped on him, but it was still a better idea than having him close in to use magic. We get a critical Thoron there with Ferdinand.
Impressive.
And Dorothy is very impressed because he dealt an amount of damage that was substantial and real. Petra can come up here and use an uncomfortable breeze, which, given that this guy is a little underdressed, is shockingly effective. Bernie can then just smash him, which is reasonably good regardless of weather conditions, believe it or not. Constance can go in for exactsies, but decides that being excessive is just what we need in life sometimes. There we get to level 16. We see some guys hobble away. And, well...
Amazing.
Her magic resistance is not actually that impressive, as you can see. Oh, Dorothea. Here we go. 8 damage, taking it down to 13. That may have been completely irrelevant but it gets you some experience, doesn't it? Let's have Linhart try and get this kill. Smash in, and we land it.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
It was a little bit of a gamble. All right, we took notes on that bridge, and we are now going to use those notes. Apparently that threw Acheron's aggro. I didn't know that would happen. Continuing to trade sweet nothings over there in Silith land. Edelgard is, I'm afraid, just going to soak up a lot of the possible experience here. Silith dodging death right there, if you were paying attention to the numbers. I know your notes are all taken up with drawings of the drawbridges, but... Okay, that one wouldn't have killed him, but he got the dodge anyway.
It seems I've exhausted this time.
And now he has Poison Strike.
Another subject mastered.
And Manuela is now aware of the existence of magic and moving people around, which are things you don't learn until very, very advanced classes in this version of Garrick Mod. We've got some more impressive acrobatics there from Silith, and again, you get to see the routine, and now that guy's running away, which honestly is a pretty effective tactic if your enemy is rooted. Lorenz got a 25% chance here. Thought you were a little more charming than that, but to each their own. Alright, well, now that you are the best dark mage ever, let's actually use some magic and set this guy on fire.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Only you can prevent and start forest fires. Get to level 20,
do our part.
which is a pretty important threshold for everyone but Silith, because Silith's stat experience really sucks. Some strong winds coming out of Brigid as Petra gets her revenge on that counterattack. And very specifically, does not gain a level. Ferdinand can attack from a pretty long distance. I don't know that this is worth it to deal 8. We still have 1, so if that guy moves up and attacks Ferdinand, we are out of Thorons entirely. But now we're in position where Caspar can actually attack.
How interesting.
Or even go for this.
Bring in the smarts.
Because that could actually hit. And we deal our 8. And, oh, that also immobilizes the Axe Dude. So now it has to take a shot at Silith in the thicket. And that should go pretty well on our end. Linhart gets in a bow shot. And Bernie is carrying a can opener. Can't quite get in there. It's one of those frustrating cans that has, like, just a little edge that your can opener won't get into. So Constance is going to have to split that open with some brute force. Get really, really close to mastering her class, but not quite. Alright, can Dorothea come in here and finish this dude? We're going to kneel his knight.
You were wide open.
And Master Peg Knight, which is nice. Got Darting Blow, which won't immediately go onto her skill roster, but we can put there after the battle. And Edelgard, who do we want to make go away? Just this dude. This, of course, means that Acheron will be able to attack her, which may or may not go well.
Who are you? I'd appreciate it if you could just not get in my way.
Oh, but we took all the notes on all those bridges, bro. Oh, looks like he's less charming than even Lorenz was. Okay, Caspar in position to get the counterattack there. And actually got a good kill. Good job, Caspar. It's been pretty hard for everyone to contribute in these battles, but they eventually do. Edelgard is completely fine. Linhart tanks an arrow. I don't think anyone else can get to him. That's a problem up in the left. But I think the combination of everyone on the south there should be able to just take out Acheron, and that ends the mission. Silith, you good, bro? Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about it. Manuela helping him out again. We are being mindful of everything that is possible. 40% isn't exactly something to rely on, and of course it misses. I don't think Edelgard can one-shot Acheron. I don't think she's fast enough to double him, so we need something to help get through here. So Dorothea can do this. That removes an obstacle to getting into melee, and then Lorenz can get in. Let's leave Dorothea right there to provide some support. Ooh! Get a crit there, so Bernie can claim another soul.
Thank you.
We can get some extra experience by doing some healing and stuff over here. We get some battalion experience over there too, which is always nice.
Caution is needed.
Petra, people are still hurt over here, right? Yeah, we can grab some extra experience that way. Ugh,
Stay focused.
Tantalizingly close. Syleth can hop back in another thicket to grab a kill on this flyer. We'll use a curved shot to make it a sure thing.
The sun.
Now, Constance, we know, just needed a little bit of class experience. She'll huck that axe. The miss is still good enough for her to master Armor Knight.
Yet, I still need to grow.
And now, we can get back to the business of killing Acheron. Alright, we don't double him, but we do nail that. We do take the Blizzard, but we get Edelgard to level 18.
That won't do it all.
And she just had a really good level, if I recall correctly, so whatever. Alright, Lorenz. Punch him out.
Give it up,
It's nerd
Acheron.
punching time.
We are in the right. If you try to remain here any longer,
What, you'll kill me? A tiny kid like you kill someone like me? Oh, that's too funny.
an animal like you cannot be allowed to run amok. We will settle this here and now.
What you didn't know about these
think you're up to
drawbridges
the
is that there's a
task, then by all
locker
means.
on them.
But it's
and
not my
you know what we do.
confidence,
When there's a locker and you're a nerd, shove you into it. Good enough to get him to level 15. Nice.
I'm still not satisfied.
Well, you should be. Go talk to Linhardt about that.
Wait, I lose! I give up! I surrender! Please don't kill me!
Well, why do you think that's so on the table? Oh, I see Lorenz is actually considering
I will
it.
clean up here and then report
Where'd
to
he
my
go?
father. See you back at the monastery.
No, really, Lorenz, where'd he go? MVP Bernie, that makes sense.
It is a rigorous process.
On a skillet.
Have a look at this. The magic staff Thyrsus.
Oh. That's where he went?
Now to celebrate.
Well, Manuela did learn magic. Look at that.
Well, I'm glad I passed.
Well, it looks like Acheron passed. Chapter 9. Usually, this doesn't take very long, and everybody is just so good that these monsters have nothing to do. So this should go pretty quick,
They're
right?
emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Frankly, we're all the students that couldn't get away from this class.
Somebody help me!
Bernie, what are you doing over there?
Beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
Oh, that'll work.
Oh no.
Alright, we have Flane in with the squad right now. So we're going to see how good a decision that is. Edelgard is also here. Going to do some repositioning. Going to try and take on 2 beasts at a time, which is a little ambitious for our squad. As we can see, Constance, our tank, is not tanking super great. This guy is going to distract the beast, which is nice. And that one is just going to amble around randomly.
There's a stone or something on its forehead.
But Monica's here. Did you know that? Okay, so it looks like there's a little bar over there that the student is attending, and these are the consequences of that. So minor in possession, real serious charge in Bodlin. Bernie has a sword. She is allowed to use them, and in some versions of the universe has been required to use them. I think if we're going to make this work, we have to shatter the beast's shields right now. So that should be feasible with the weapons everyone is carrying around. Flame, oh dear. We're getting ourselves a critical 0 from Bow Knight Flame. Yeah, should have paid attention to that. So that's a waste of a Divine Pulse, but it's okay. Chapter 9's easy, right? So now we can use a Fusillade to make this side pretty safe. We can move people up now. Bernadetta is the one that is soaking up the shot from the north. So, ooh, a crit Bolganone coming out of Caspar. And that'll make it a little bit crispy. Up here, we still have a pretty legitimate threat, but we also have Silith, Ferdinand, and Engelgard, so it should be pretty easy to deal with all this. Assault troop coming down from Silith means that we have 2 more shields to crack. Alright, do we want to just attack it? Alright, get a crit out of Petra. That takes her to level 19. Really good level for her, wow. Hey, you have been working hard. And we also get a level on Shamir, who will be one of the A-team in the second half of the game. Strength is all, but you've already got enough, apparently. 17 strength. This is Ferdinand von Eyre, everyone. I hope you're pleased to make the acquaintance. He is now holding Acheron's spine, so we can just hop in the forest and stay there for the duration of the battle. Edelgard also has reasonably long range, so she can break the last shield, which will allow Constance to get in a hit, maybe. It's weak to axes, so that's nice. Don't get through the health bar. Alright, maybe Flame can? Flame? You remember the 0 damage that we're doing, so can't get into melee to use an axe. We'll just go get our little bit of class experience. This girl not so intimidating now that she's out of lines. See a beast going into the forest, and Bernie, you're fine. It's fine. Okay, I should be a little transparent here. It's not fine. It's not fine at all. There are 2 beasts going on over there, and Bernie, who is our, like, super powerful mech tank thing, is on the verge of death if she takes another couple of hits. So we're going to have Ferdinand use Acheron's spine to get himself to level 20, and you're always getting faster, and you were charming enough before. Okay, Edelgard. Crest activation gets you some irrelevant health. Alright. Petra is one of our best offensive units. Try and go for the increased crit rate. We get it. And that doesn't quite finish it off. So, Constance, can you do this? Please? Yeah, just the Iron Axe will do it. Alright, so that one's down. Hey, kid. Nice hair.
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
We know how can this be. We're going to stand here with Silith. Gotta use the mini bow so we can counterattack effectively. Oh yeah, look at those 4 hit points. You're gonna miss those. Those ones in particular. Gloucester Knights get a level. Over here is the real challenge.
We'll work together.
We will work together, but at what cost? 4 HP, a good amount to take away. I don't know that it will be, because we gotta live. We may have to blow all of our gambits if we're not careful, so here is the time for Linhardt to get his clutch crit. 6 damage. Classic meme. Thank you, Linhardt. Alright. This one is weak to lances, so we should be able to come around the back here and just blow a hole in that shielding. We are now, of course, counting on Flame. Alright, she can deal a damage with a steel axe. So, that means that we need Caspar to deal 1 damage as well, and he can with a steel bow. Excellent. With both of those damages done, this monster is taken out of the battle for a second, and this one is just going to attack the random drinking kid. Flame Breath going down on the Intimidator. And this kid not in great shape either. But she's on the healing tile, so that should help.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Silas demonstrating the proper use of a mini bow, which doesn't involve the use of claws at all. Alright, Geralt staging an intervention and getting rid of a health bar on one of the monsters. Kid doing some more drinking. Guess it's open bar. Ooh, drinking going on up there, too, in the midst of the fire. Thank you for the reminder, Ferdinand. We are still in a bit of a pickle over here. Ferdinand can get into this position and use Thoron to ensure that he's providing support on both monsters. Gotta be able to kill these, and then maybe use a gambit to distract. Alright, that's a great crit from Bernie. When she's attacking, the attacks are not all that worrisome.
Let us away.
Flame, can you actually deal damage? You can. So let's go ahead and get the kill here. We get another crit, so that's relevant information if we have to use another Divine Pulse.
Thank you.
Geralt being very encouraging.
My friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
Yeah, you just keep drinking, kid.
I will prevail.
Alright, we can actually get into combat with Edelgard now. That might be helpful. Okay, we are getting real lucky on this turn, so hopefully we don't have to turn back time. That means that that health bar is down. Can we actually kill it? We can if we get real lucky, punk, with this killer axe. And of course we don't. So it looks like we're going to have to not do that, with Linhardt borrowing the killer axe. How far back do we want to go? We want to keep that crit from Edelgard, but we don't have a ton of firepower otherwise. We can get a pretty good amount of damage from the Fusillade. We just learned that we don't want it attacking Linhardt.
Put me in there.
Caspar, can you actually deal damage? Deal 19 with the gambit.
Bring in the smarts.
That'll take it to 40.
Let's put this to the test.
Okay.
That's my cue.
And Dorothea, it's weak to lances. We got a killer lance. Alright, we've got to land this 48, and we don't. Okay, but it misses us twice. Boy. Let's see, do we want it to attack Dorothea? Oh, no. Petra can't quite get there, so we have to try this again. We really do need to land some stuff.
I have an idea.
Alright, maybe we can reposition it a little bit. And keep people safe. Alright, so if we put Dorothea there... then we can heal up Constance with Petra. Alright, will this work? Great dodge there from Random Intimidator Girl. Flame Breath going down on Healing Tile Girl. And Syleth not dodging this time, so he's not in great shape. Okay, Constance is now the problem. Yeah, I'm pretty ashamed of that myself. Okay, Geralt would bail us out. But we don't want Constance to be dead, so... we gotta go back and see what we can do differently. Maybe we have to just move Constance? Or put Dorothea in a different place. It couldn't get to her, so it didn't attack her. So I think we have to try to reversal again. But make sure she's using a lighter weapon so that she doesn't get doubled. For reasonable evasion, this is a decently safe play. Obviously, we're using a lot of gambits here, which isn't great given that there are other monsters. But I think we'll be able to keep the whole squad together for future monsters. So now we can move Constance here and heal her. And since that monster is baited into attacking Dorothea, it should work. Should, the operative term. Dodge from the Intimidator. Flame Breath going down over here. So she's not in great shape. This guy's still coming for Syleth. He's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I hear you out there being worried about it. Don't worry about it. Dorothea only taking one shot there, but it was with a 69% chance to hit, so she had no chance at all to dodge. Gerald's getting real mad. Yeah, I see that you are taking this seriously in a way we never could, Gerald.
Be mindful.
Keep on running there, Syleth. Get some heals, and we'll all get ready to fight this monster together. Ferdinand can hop into the forest and do whatever he wants. He's Ferdinand von Aegir. You can't tell him what to do. You're not his real dad. Doing some more healing. Dorothea's just going to go off and see if she can operate that ballista up there. Just real anger over there at the Intimidator. Okay, we might be running out of luck for these girls.
Predictable.
Good dodge there from Syleth, the forest help. And now we got a hole, or a crack at least. Ow. Gerald's coming in because he's getting frustrated with our rate of progress. He says, Chapter 9 is supposed to be really easy, bro. What are you doing? Flame, you are holding a sword, so go ahead and use it. Doesn't get you a level. And yeah, you just realized that there are weapon weaknesses in this game. Linhardt also has a sword.
I may as well win.
Linhardt getting fancy.
Stay focused.
And we can see that Gerald desperately wants to have a discussion, so let's have it.
You can keep going? Don't push yourself too hard.
Gerald questioning whether we're going to get to the end of this run for a lot of reasons.
You should have taken command of me too.
Dude, don't threaten me with a good time. Okay, so we can get a crack in this last shield. We want to get all of the ore we can, of course, but I don't know that we can actually kill this in one turn, so I think we need to stun it. We'll move Ferdinand a little this way. Melt down the last shield. That takes some pressure off. So now Bernie can move up. And, oh, we can get rid of the health bar with the sword. And Petra is in position to attack. Let's just use Wind. It has the best crit rate, which of course we don't get. Only Linhardt can get those because he had a much lower crit rate. Constance, go ahead and just hit with your Steel Axe. She gets an 8%. This makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. And Caspar, are you in a position to actually get this kill? Go ahead and use Volganone, and you can actually do it. You can do it, buddy. Get a major font of experience. That'll take you right up to level 18, and importantly, will get him Fiendish Blow, which will make a massive difference. You can't do better with that level. That was terrible. But Fiendish Blow, that's great. Now you can set your aims as high as 6 more damage. Okay, Intimidator not having it. So she might live like another minute, maybe 2. Heel Tile Girl, though, not in great shape. Gerald deeply cares about that. We, however, have 1 mounted unit on the entire squad. So we're just going to have to hoof it.
That's my cue.
Or at least get repositioned by Dorothea. She can stay out of attack range there, and Edelgard can see if this monster wants to party. And she's real serious about it too. All these units that we're not going to have access to are doing so great. Alright, Intimidator still alive. Heel Tile Girl, less so. Some Heel Tile. And Gerald! Tango in with this beast over here, who's right in front of the chapel, so thanks for getting that aggro going. And now that this beast has killed somebody, he is actually ready to party, so I think he will attack Edelgard. She gets to confuse it, but no one is there to support her. Dorothea can actually go in and take a shot before running away. Ooh! Exactly 1 damage, you say? Don't mind if I do. 1 damage, 1 XP. Lovely. Now we have the SI unit of damage, and of course it heals it right away. And the Intimidator's down.
Is that all?
Edelgard just really not having it with this guy. We may need to heal Gerald at some point. You will notice that no one on this squad has Physic. That is exclusively reserved for Shamir of the units that are in her class right now. And Shamir, of course, is not a member of the A-team yet. Petra can heal up Dorothea, while Edelgard continues this little struggle. She can set off the bomb here. That'll make it a lot easier for us to pop the other shields. Because we are still getting everybody into position while they are walking around. Syleth gets his infinite range out of this ballista. He can crack the last shield from long distance. And there we go. Now it's a lot easier to do what we will. And what we will right now is just walking around until we get to Dorothea's turn. She can go in. Will she deal more than 1 damage? Ooh, 5, 3, potentially 9. We're still talking single digits, but 9 is as close to double digits as we could imagine. And the fire dealt more damage than Dorothea's critical hit. Excellent. Flame Breath coming down on Gerald's. Luckily missing, so we don't desperately need to heal him. Another lance hit out of Gerald's. And I think he's actually doing pretty well over there. Edelgard.
Don't waste my time.
Kidding? Like a 4th crit in a row to take out this health bar? Silith still in position. I think Poison Strike works on these? No? Okay. Maybe we didn't equip it. I don't know. Wind. Let's go for the crit. Don't land it. Good dodge there from Petra. The Forest made that a reasonably safe play. But we are still real far away. Doesn't matter for Ferdinand. He can just Thoron from darn near anywhere. 420 to the next level. That's pretty funny. Oh, 2.
This is going to hurt, okay?
Yes! Yes. 6 damage crit. Never left us. It's in our hearts always. Go over there, Dorothea. Think about what you did. Going after Petra, not a great idea for it, but it is still alive. But now enough of our squad is over here that we might be able to give a clutch kill to somebody that really needs some XP. Meanwhile, Geralt's going to solo 2 monsters, and it's not even that big a deal.
With this many demonic beasts, getting to the chapel won't be easy.
It's literally right there, my dude. You could just go in right now. All right, Lynn. Let's, can't punch it out, but you can sword it or axe it. Let's get some axe experience. Exactly 6 is what we needed, and we do not get a level.
No doubt make use.
But Hanneman gets some strong. Okay, then.
We'll work together.
Gambit coming down from Bernie. 95% chance to land, and it works. So it looks like Geralt is smart enough to live if we give him the chance. So let's just take down some shields on this monster. Get the Gloucester Knights maxed out. Dorothea can't quite get into melee, but she can get through with the Iron Bow Plus, which is stronger than the Short Spear. Okay. Ferdinand can, of course, use his long-distance plan. His long-distance provider, of course, being Acheron. And the number of experience points he needs is no longer hilarious. I apologize for that. Flames, similarly, can go in for 5, while this monster is very confused, questioning all of its life choices. And we'll do some moving around. And just these 2 monsters left. Geralt risking his life.
This'll be tough. Someone, lend me a hand.
We've been trying to help for a while, dude. Flame, can you claim this health bar as your own? There you go. That'll get you to level 15. As your foot goes right through the floor there.
Building.
No, you don't. Whatever you're feeling, that was not it. Okay, we have a bit of a problem with this monster. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to deal with that. Edelgard gets like a 5th critical hit in a row and a dodge. Plot armor is strong with her. Ferdinand, let's just crack a bunch of shields with you. It's the only thing that he can't use his long-distance provider for, so if you get a telemarketing message to him, know that. Linhart, I think, yeah, you can just helm split this away. There we go, that'll get him to level 18. Ooh.
I think I'm improving.
You actually are. That's like the first accurate thing that's been said today. You know, he requested that someone lend him a hand. Caspar has 1 hand to spare, so he's going to give it to him. Bernie, we got to get you to hit that square in particular. So now Silith can jam that one. And he's loving it. Getting some support points with himself. Petra can shatter the last one for 10. And now we are reasonably safe. Dorothea can go in with that Killer Lance, and she's going to deal appreciable damage. Look at that, 36 at once? That's crazy talk. Go around to the back. Or not. Just, you know, do what you gotta do. Yeah, right there. Oh, Gerald, come on. Okay. So he took that safe attack from us, which kind of sucks. This is the safest damage we can reasonably do, and we get a crit. So we're going to get some free experience from incidental healing and stuff, and then see who we can give the last kill. Flane will live through the counterattack, so we'll have her get class experience, I guess. Good. And then, oh, that means we have someone else to heal, so Petra can get some free experience, and she has an adjutant, so that's like efficiency. Ferdinand can get some ward XP. Constance can go in and try not to kill it. Linhart, do you want to kill the monster? Yeah, you do. Split that helm, buddy. There we go. Opened it right up, and there's a kid in there.
You saved me. Thank you.
Saved you from what, bro? Were you just holding that? Where were you? No, Linhart doesn't care. He's the best. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of thing, and so you see the next installments. Should be out, you know, in a month or so. I'll try to keep you updated. Thanks for watching.